There's a classic misconception that buyers always choose the lowest price. So if you are charging $4,000 and somebody is charging $3,000, always, the prospect is going to choose the person that costs less. Well, sure, if price is your only consideration, that would mean that everybody would buy a Honda Fit instead of a Mercedes, right? Because they're providing the same service. They get your butt from one place to another, but it's not about the price. There's a couple of things that really go into the decision to buy. Number one is the level of trust. So if you have presented your services in such a way that the prospect can trust that you are not going to screw this up, then paying $4,000 or $2,000 doesn't really matter, because if someone comes in at $2,000 and they aren't able to generate the trust, then $4,000 is a total deal, even though it's twice as much. There's another piece that so many agencies miss, is that marketers want agencies that work with them in the way that they work and provide the marketer with the things that they need in order to have a handle on what the agency is doing. And so much of the purchase decision revolves around personal fit and process fit. And so at that point, especially if you're dealing with bigger companies, they don't really care about the price. They care about how easy it is, how much friction they remove. Now, for smaller marketers, prices may be a bigger issue, and they don't have as many constraints around their workflow. But if you can make it easier for them to work with you, then there's efficiencies and comfort that they are willing to pay for. The final piece of the buying decision is it's about downside avoidance. Now, as human beings, we are all hardwired to have kind of a scarcity mindset, right? Losing something you have is really emotionally painful. The joy of getting something that you don't is not as strong. So, one of the things that you have to do in order to justify a higher price isn't give the most upside. It's actually about guaranteeing that there's no downside. And so clients, especially bigger ones, are willing to pay for zero downside.